So there's this quote by Pablo Picasso, the famous painter who, thanks to my ignorance, I thought lived in some far-off era before modern conveniences. But as it turns out, he passed away just recently in 1973. Who knew? Anyway, I digress. Picasso once said, "It takes a long time to become young." And if you're beyond your 30s, like I am, this quote probably strikes a chord with you. It certainly does with me. I've always told myself that I wouldn't let age get in the way of my youthfulness. But let's be honest, it's happening. Just the other day, I told my wife Andrew that the days of our bodies staying in shape effortlessly are most definitely over. 2 years ago, I was working from home in Cornwall, England, and I called the facilities department for an office chair. They told me I had to complete a mini course on correct seating posture first. I remember thinking, what a load of nonsense. I'm asking for a chair, not a pilot's license. Of course, I didn't say that out loud. Fast forward to now, I'm in a different country, but I've got the same problem. I'm using a dining chair in my makeshift home office, and let me tell you, my back isn't happy about it. Turns out that lady's advice wasn't so bad after all. Looks like I'm the one who's full of it. This sudden awareness that my youth is slipping away shouldn't have surprised me. After all, I was warned. There's a parable I learned at the temple that's been echoing in my head lately. It goes like this. A man prays to God, asking for a sign when his time to die is near, so he can prepare for it. Good man. God agrees and promises to send him warnings. As the years pass, the man grows older, his hair turns grey, his teeth fall out, his body weakens, and he becomes more susceptible to illness. Yet, he continues with his life as though nothing has changed. He carries on eating as he always did, avoids putting in the 10,000 steps a day he got his fancy Apple Watch for. After all, why should he? He's been fine until now. Does any of this sound familiar to you? If not, good on you. Eventually, when death comes for him, the man complains to God, asking why he wasn't warned. God replies, "I warned you, many times. Your grey hair, your frail body, your illnesses, you just didn't pay attention." As my guru's teachings remind me, life sends us warnings all the time, if we're paying attention. That's why I hope this serves as a reminder for you too. Remaining young doesn't just mean staying physically fit. It's about keeping our spirit alive, no matter how challenging the climb gets. Those spontaneous sunset missions, date nights with your better half, the cold morning swims, or even fasting like you used to, these are things that perhaps don't come as naturally to you now. Don't let that climb get the better of you. And whatever you do not lose sight of your youth. Without it, you're as good as a living corpse. And I don't know about you, but unless you're auditioning for the next season of Stranger Things, that's an undesirable outcome.